Hello, my Maple Leaf fans. This is Jonnywatts. Hello, hello. Welcome to a quick edition of the Leaf pregame before the puck drops about 7. So I'm gonna kick you live now to a quick media conference before their game against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Enjoy.
Save up to 70% at Mark's Black Friday event. On now. Visit Marks and Marks.com.
What's it like to finally see some guys come back, and obviously Austin, your captain, returning tonight?
Yeah, obviously amazing to get him, and I don't know if guys he's playing or not, but if he does, it's another really good player for us. That's important for our group. Obviously, we've had a lot of injuries, but that's part of the game, and you have to be able to adapt and deal with those situations.
What can the team take away from how you guys were able to get through this stretch without Austin 7-2, racking up some wins?
Yeah, just think about playing our game, building on our game. Obviously, doing the right things at the right moments, and just continuing to work to get to where we want to be.
Milestone night for Jake. What have you appreciated about McCabe, his approach since you've been around him?
Yeah, obviously, incredible guy, incredible teammate, first and foremost. And then obviously on the ice, he plays extremely hard and skates really well. So, I mean, it's been a pleasure to play with him and be his teammate and friend. So he's a stand-up guy, first class, for sure.
What's the biggest challenge trying to defend a guy like Braden Point?
Yeah, he's a dynamic player. I mean, he's really fast, but he can control the game sort of with different speeds, and he's not always just going 100 miles an hour. He'll slow the game down and then all of a sudden change the speed, and that's where I think he really excels. And obviously how smart he is, how skilled he is. I mean, he's a full 200-foot player, and obviously is won multiple times for a reason, right? So he's a hell of a player for sure.
What about Hagel? What in particular is the biggest challenge with him?
Yeah, he's confident, really skilled, works extremely hard. It's, never quits on a play, and yeah, I think that's sort of that the whole team that's how they play, right? They're going to make plays, and they're going to work as hard as they can and compete, and yeah, that brings a whole new element to why they're so good, I think.
The way the schedule is that you play Florida and Tampa consecutively, is that like a good learning experience when you're playing the other elite teams in the division, or how do you look at it?
I don't know. I think everyone's good now, so I mean, there's not many nights where you're going to get away with not playing well and winning. So I mean, there's so much parity. You look throughout the league, and every team is good, and on any given night, any team can win. So you got to be ready to play.
What sort of first impression has Minton made on you?
Yeah, very smart player. Reads the game well, and obviously has some nice hands on him too. So I mean, he's been great for us, and hopefully continues to improve and be confident out there. I think it's been awesome for us.
We've never asked you to compare, defense partners that you've had over your career, but are there names that come to mind where you felt like it really worked between you and another teammate, and is there a common denominator through all of it?
Yeah, I mean, I played with Hannafin in Calgary for almost 3 years, pretty much. Played with Quinn in Vancouver. He was great. Edler in Vancouver for a really long time. So, yeah, I mean, every player is different and brings their own things. But I think just Jake's been a very smart player, a really good person, and I think when you get along off the ice together, it sort of allows you to push each other and work for each other on the ice.
How have you felt? A few games now back into this run. How would you assess where you're at?
Felt good. It's been fun to be playing, and that game in Florida was good. They're a really good team, and it was nice to feel a bit of adversity out there, and like some struggle is tough to get stuff going against them. So kind of the way things go throughout the season, though. So it's nice to get a bit of experience of good, some bad games, and get back into it with getting more games under my belt here.
What do you take away from that game on a personal level, your game, getting that chance to measure yourself against the Stanley Cup champs in Florida? Like, what do you take away from a night like that?
Yeah, I mean, they're really good. We knew they were going to be really good. They're really consistent with what they do. It's like over and over and over. They're on top of you. They're forechecking hard. And with that, you have to grind it out. And you got to be really good on the special teams and win that. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to come out with a win, come out on top, because they're so structured and so everyone's on the same page, fast, strong. They're, like I said, they're right on top of you. If you aren't playing fast, really pushing the pace. So yeah, it's good to get to play against a team of that caliber.
What sort of feedback are you getting from Craig, like whether it's video or tips he's giving you? What areas of your game is he trying to focus on?
There's nothing too specific individually at this point. It's about the team and trying to do the same thing as everybody else. And for us, it's playing north, playing hard, and getting in on the attack, and really having a good forecheck, strong forecheck, being in good support spots defensively, and kind of the same message as the whole team, playing connected as a group.
And I was just saying, he likes your hands. He thinks you got a little bit of confidence. I'm just wondering how you feel you've improved on the offensive side of the game, because you've always had the smarts.
Yeah, I think it comes with reps, comes with time. You can continually progress with that, and yeah, I mean, just try to work on it consistently, and if there's some progress, that's good. But I've always got confidence in both sides of the puck for myself, and try to go out there and do that as best I can.
Almost had number 2 there, the post. Like, what did you see on that play in the setup from Nikita?
Yeah, it was a good pass. I mean, at this level, you really gotta jump to holes and make them kind of appear. Otherwise, guys are on you. And he made a great pass to an open spot there and got a shot off, but just missed. It happens a lot.
Is any part of you still in awe of the NHL life, like on the road, the hotels you stay at, how you're treated, that type of thing? Are you getting used to it?
Yeah, I hope I never get used to it, because it's definitely not something that's normal. It's pretty special. So it's cool. It's something that I'll try not to take for granted ever. It's pretty unreal.
What's it like for the team to see 34 get back ready to play tonight?
Yeah, it'll be good. He's such a good player and a great leader, great person. So it'll be big for the team to have him back out there doing his thing.
Milestone night for Jake McCabe. What stands out to you about him and what he brings to the table?
Yeah, he's solid. He's consistent. He's a pro. That's what you need, is that consistency and hockey IQ, and that defines him as a player. He does that on a nightly basis, and no surprise he's been around so long.
The 2 guys, Austin, Matthew, and Isaac, good to go tonight?
Yeah, they're good to go.
Who will come out?
Steve's will come out.
And Wool in there?
Wool's in that.
Is that just about keeping both guys in the field?
Yeah, like the schedule, it's tough right now, right? Because there are so many days in between games and stuff like that, so it's hard to keep them busy. But we want to keep them both going,
What did you do right the first time you guys played the Lightning? Probably one of your more dominant games.
Yeah, I thought that, we did a real good job checking in that game and creating some turnovers and capitalizing on some odd man rushes. Willie Nylander walked in and scored on a 2-on-1. He had another 2-on-1, but he passed it. I thought we did a good job of that in the neutral zone, creating some offense from our checking and transition game. But, it was a good game. I mean, I think, both teams competed really hard, and, our penalty kill had to be good, and so it was just all around pretty solid game by us in the game. But we're gonna have to do the same tonight. We got to be disciplined. They got a very good power play. We all know that, so that'll be key, is being disciplined. But we need to be physical.
Do you have a greater sense of the rivalry these 2 organizations have?
Yeah, for sure. I think probably stemming back to that playoff series, right? And it's going to be a competitive game. That's a very competitive team over there. Their top players are highly competitive people, and that's what drives their team.
How much of the coaches and the managers of the 4 nations, 4 teams, have been in touch with you about your players? And at all? Do you talk them up, or you honest assessments? What's that whole process like for you?
Yeah, I talked to Coop a couple times. Obviously, I've known Coop for quite some time, so we talk about players a little bit and things like that. And even when I was in St. Louis and he was going to coach, I think it would have been the Olympics then. He was asking about some of our guys and things like that. So, yeah, we talk about that, and I do, of course, talk our players up.
New deals have been added to Sport Chek's Black Friday event. Save up to 60% off in-store and online. Hockey equipment and more.
But is it a little weird when you're talking to the opposing coach about don't take this guy or
No, I don't think it's anything like that. It's just questions about certain players and, what do you think here? How would he fit in the situation? Could we use him penalty killing? When you're building a team like that, that's all, star-oriented players, you got to find guys maybe that don't kill penalties throughout the season. They're on the power plays in their team and things like that. But, you ask questions, well, can he kill a penalty? Can he check? Can he do things like that? So, because you got to find roles for all these guys, right? Not everybody can play the top line. So,
right. Have you helped the other teams?
What's that?
The U.S., Sweden, and Finland been in touch as well?
No,
okay.
I have not talked to them.
What do you think it can do for players to play in that tournament, especially guys that are maybe
Well, I think all these tournaments, Olympics and World Cups and all that, that's an honor to play in those things for players, and they look forward to it. I think that's the reason we're doing them, because the players want to do them. That's really the bottom line.
Do injuries make you nervous about this?
Well, it can, for sure. Yeah, I think, you can go over and you never know what happens, right? But that's out of your control, but it does play, it is concerning a little bit, for sure.
What do you appreciate about McCabe's game, number 600 in the league?
Yeah, played a lot of games, and played it a hard way, right? He's a physical guy, plays a gritty game night in and night out. He doesn't take a night off. It's a lot of games to play that way and staying healthy and just that mentality to compete like that every night, block shots and play a physical brand of hockey.
Did you come into the season thinking that Tanev McCabe pair was one you were going to go do?
Not necessarily. I think I came into the season with more of a, say, a defensive guy with more of a little puck-moving offensive player. But, things work out. A lot of times they organically just work out, right? And this is one that has. Yeah.
With you were saying yesterday you like Nyes at the net front on the power play. Is it just like the body type of him? Is it
big guy and does a good job there of if you look at Hyman on Edmonton, he's looking at some of that stuff what Hyman does and things like that. And he's that type of guy, and he loves the size and the strength there too. So big body, and he has a good stick, tipping pucks in and things like that. So I think he's only going to get better over time and become a real good net front guy in the power play.
What do you want to see the power play keep doing now, even with Austin back now, right?
Yeah, I think just even going back to the Florida game and looking at the tape again, we had a lot of good chances. We attacked. And I think that's the biggest thing is just keep attacking and moving it quick and getting that puck into that area. And we got Tavares and Nyes tonight at the net, and then, we're converging to the net with shots. And I think we just got to keep doing that and keep moving it.
Do you remember your first shift?
My first shift was a blur. It was in St. Louis. The whole game was a blur. I remember cramping up in the third period, but now here we are, 599 games later.
When you were first breaking into the league, did you set the goal, I want to play 500, I want to play 600?
Not at all.
What was your mindset then?
Same it is now, to be honest with you. Appreciate where I am and just keep working at getting better. And I've kind of had that mentality my whole career, and was able to get me in this league and keep me in it as long as I've been in here, and it's going to carry me on through the rest of my career too. So like I said, I've had that mentality from day one really, and I've done a pretty good job of not looking too far in the future, and I don't look too far in the past. I try to really live where my 2 feet are, and that's right here, right now.
Where do you feel like you've improved this season?
I think just the consistency throughout this year so far defending. I feel like us defensemen across the board, honestly, have done a pretty good job no matter who I'm playing with. And me and Tanny as of late, I feel like I've done a pretty good job in being that steady presence on the back end and keeping the puck out of our net. So just keep growing with that and, contributing on the transitions and offensive zone as well.
When you play with someone like Chris Tanev, what does that allow you to do?
Defend even better. Frankly, I think we have a lot of the similar traits as far as having good gaps and killing plays in our end, and when we do get those stalls, being able to exit quickly and not spending too much time in our end and not giving up too many grade A's. I think we've done a pretty good job of, and just need to continue to do that. I think we both enjoy the challenge of facing other teams' top lines and trying to shut them down and give our group momentum in that sense, and get the puck going the other way pretty quickly for our forwards.
How would you describe the mood around the team today, knowing Austin and Matthew Nyes are coming back here?
Pretty status quo, honestly. Obviously, we're excited to get some bodies back, but the guys that have stepped in have done a tremendous job, and kind of goes to show our depth that we've had in our organization this year through this injury bug stretch. I guess we've had a little bit here the last month almost. And that's going to happen throughout the course of an 82-game season. So I've liked how we've responded with some of our top guys out, and some younger guys and guys with not much experience coming in and doing a great job for us. So that's been a great positive for us. But yeah, it's certainly thrilled to get our captain and Nicey back for sure.
What growth have you seen from a young guy like Minton this season?
Yeah, I was impressed with him last year with his short little stint with us, and you can tell how well he thinks the game. And I'm sure even you guys chatting with him how smart of a kid he is, and he's got a bright head on his shoulders, and we feel that too. And he's kind of one of those young guys that are mature beyond his years, kind of in a sense, and that's great to have around here. And he's hungry and he wants to continue to get better, so he's doing all the right things. And it's not very often you can have a 19 or 20-year-old come right in your lineup and hop right in the penalty kill or whatever it may be. So he's kind of filling holes in that sense. And our first power play and plug and play, so it's nice for us and for him to get that experience and that confidence.
I know one of the areas you were looking at coming into the season was leadership, maybe stepping up a bit more in that category. How have you found that early this year?
I've kind of just go about my business the way I do. I think I'm not afraid to speak up, and I try to do it mainly with my play out there and playing hard and playing aggressive and playing in guys' face here and there, and hopefully that carries over to the rest of our group.
You're going to crush this interview.
I look amazing. I feel like I can do anything. Wow. I'm hired. Yes, you are. For your job. Whatever you say.
Your organics cart can hold up to 100 liters of organic waste. That's a lot of waste. What's great about organics carts is that they're collected at the curb every week. So say bye to fruit and vegetable peels, smelly meat, and fish bones, and get rid of your organics every week. You'll thank me later. For a full list of items that can go into your organics cart, visit our website. And don't forget to follow us for more tips and like this video.
And don't forget about me.
Oh, I won't.